you wonderful Sagittarians, and to all the cross watchers, and hello to all the new viewers. This is your December love reading. As you can see, I have laid out all the cards already. I will be doing a bit of shuffling later for the clarifying cards for the tarot cards. Please remember that all my readings are general readings, so they may not resonate. This reading may not resonate with every single Sagittarian. If it does not resonate with you Sagittarians, please have a look to see what your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus signs are, and have a look at those videos, and maybe those readings will resonate with you. I have put a link in the description box below that you can go into, and you can calculate your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus signs. Alright, Sagittarians, let's get started with your reading. So the first card we've got, please look in the description box below. I've also put all the decks I'm using, and Oracle card decks that I'm using, in the description box below. This is the Moonology from the Moonology deck, and the angels have got Balsamic Moon, a time for healing, for your December card. And you know, it is what it is. It's what it says, a time for healing. So they're asking you to take some time out to heal whatever situation you are going through, or what you still may go through in December. It's a time for healing. You know, the past basically is in the past, Sagittarius, and what the angels are saying is there's going to be a brighter future for you, because there is a brighter future. You know, whenever a door closes, there's a door that opens. So there's definitely something ahead that's going to be a beautiful future for you. But remember, Sagittarians, I always say that healing is important, and this is what the angels are asking you, is to please, you need to heal whatever situation you've gone through. Heal that situation within yourself before you move on to new horizons, to a new partner, because you don't want to be carrying that baggage on to the new partner, because then the same things are going to happen in that next relationship as what happened in this past relationship. So it's, the angels are saying healing is needed, Sagittarius. You know, it's almost, I get the feeling that you're trying to put something together, and almost trying to fix a crack, basically. So you're trying to fix a crack with you know, you get that crack filler, and you're trying to I'm just giving you an example. You're trying to fix a problem by smoothing over the problems and shoving them under the mat. That's not going to help, because those problems are still there, and they're going to come back to haunt you, Sagittarius. So this isn't the time to paper over cracks or to pretend that everything is okay. Rather do the healing, and know for sure with inside you that you've done your healing, and you will feel and you will know if you're healed or not. So we can't hide anything under the carpet, Sagittarians. Healing is important for everyone. Everyone always needs healing. There is always something that presses our buttons, and when someone presses our buttons and we get anxious or we get angry, then you know that part of you haven't healed. So ask yourself, what is it about that situation that pressed my button? What is about that situation that I need to heal within myself? For one moment, just don't think about your partner. Think about how it affected you and what you feel that you need to heal. All right, the animal spirit card from the animal spirit deck, we got the butterfly, which is a beautiful card. It's an air sign card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. as you know, a butterfly goes through major transformation, and this is what the angels are saying to you. In December, you're going to go through a major transformation, and you know, obviously, when we go through major transformations, there is a bit of discomfort. You know, nothing comes to you easily in life. So if you've got to deal with the healing, then it's going to bring a bit of discomfort, because you need to let go of those things that are draining you in your life and within your body. Sagittarians, let your tribe, let your family, let your friends help you during this time, because you're going to need all the support you can get, and with all that support, you will get through this major transformation. And this transformation is really, really good for you, Sagittarians, for whoever this reading is going to resonate for. You know, also, Sagittarians, try maybe, take one thing, or you can even take two things in your everyday life, and make it a routine. So with the healing card here, I'd say maybe do some yoga, and make sure that you do it every single day. Make it one of your routines to do a yoga exercise, even if it's just breathing for 3 minutes or 5 minutes every single day. It's like, when you wake up in the morning, you either you have your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, and that you do every single day. So make yoga your something that you're also going to keep in your routine daily. It's going to help you get through this transformation, Sagittarians. All right, so the next card we have is from Brandon Bays, and it's self-love. So obviously, the self-love, often the card says, often we are so busy, there's so much to do, to accomplish, to achieve, that we overlook our own self. So are you, it's almost like, I feel like you're almost avoiding the healing and avoiding the uncomfortable situation of transformation by keeping yourself so busy that it's basically getting shoved under the mat. So Sagittarians, be aware of that. Try not to do that. Take care of yourself. Do your yoga. Do the healing work. If you'd like to, you can go into the journey, Brandon Bays. She has a good way of releasing unwanted negative energies from your body. And that's what, when I say when someone presses your buttons, that is an emotion that's stuck in your body that you need to heal and release from your system. Otherwise, the thing is, if we don't do it, we get ill, Sagittarians, and nobody wants to be ill. That is very, very low vibration. So basically, this card is inviting you to take some time to honor yourself. So take some time for yourself this December, and do your healing work and your yoga, and just return to that love of self. Because at the end of the day, most of us know that we cannot love anyone else if we don't love ourselves, and it makes sense. So really, you've got to put that effort into loving yourself, and even make a routine every day, because by doing yoga, you're loving yourself. By taking that time out, you're loving yourself. By healing, you're definitely loving yourself. Because also, your body is your transport in this life, in this lifetime, Sagittarians. So we need to look after this body, so that we can, we can get through all our life situations with calm and peace, All right, and then I'll carry on reading. Often we are quick to forgive others, quick to see their talents and their beauty, but much harder on ourselves. Take a moment to sit quietly and in gratitude for all that you are. You might like to make a list of all the qualities, talents, moments, of giving, caring, kindness, beauty, brilliance, creativity that your own self has given you. Let the list overflow. Then make a fresh page of praise, expressing your gratitude for being yourself. So basically, what the card is saying is, you know, we're always expressing things to other people, you know, on how good they're doing, and do that for yourself for a change, Sagittarians. And, you know, nurture yourself as well, not only other people. So when was the last time you praised yourself or acknowledged your beauty? It's time to be reckless. Lavish yourself in self-love. Then find a gift, something significant just for you. It can be a flower, a piece of music, something meaningful that says, I honor you, I cherish you, I'm grateful. It's time to honor your own self. You deserve it, and it's about time, Sagittarians. So do yourself a favor. When you go, if you still got Christmas shopping to do, go and buy yourself something really beautiful for Christmas, and you can still wrap it up and put it under the tree or whatever you do, you know, just to show yourself gratitude and self-love. All right, and then we have surrender and release. Surrender and release. So, you know, when this card comes out, you know, the angels are basically saying to you, let go and let God. You must have heard that saying before. So let go and let God, which means basically let go and let the universe take over, because you're pushing too hard to try and make something work that it's not in your highest good to do. And if it's not in your highest good, then it's not going to work, Sagittarian. So you can stop trying, just release it and let it go. And whatever's happening, heal from the situation, and then you won't sit with the problem of trying to force something to happen. Because, you know, when we try and force things to happen, nothing happens, and things just get worse and worse. And the minute we let go, things start, you know, things start working. But then it's got to work in a healed position for it to be the way it should be. Otherwise, you'll go to another situation and take over the baggage, and you'll be sitting with the same problem in that next relationship if you don't heal this relationship. Even if you go back to the same partner, if you both haven't healed from the situation, then the situation's just going to get worse and worse every time. And you know, then you only have yourselves to blame, because you know, because I'm giving you the guidance now. Heal from those situations so that you can have a smoother ride in your relationships, Sagittarius. You know, because just remember that, you know, when you release something better always comes in its place. It's almost like, you know, with this balsamic, a time for healing, this card also, it's also, you know, when I said, what did I say? When I said, you know, the past is in the past, and there's a brighter future for you. And this is what this guidance card is saying. But there's not going to be a brighter future if you don't surrender and release. And just let the universe and healing. If you don't heal, you're not going to get that brighter future, because you're going to sit stuck, you know. You know, I think for you, you know, with this surrender and release, as hard as it is, Sagittarius, as I said with the butterfly card, let your tribe, let your family, let your friends, let them support you, and it will help you so much to get through. And let God take over from this situation. I feel that it is quite a you know, it's quite a situation you've been through, and you're not alone, because a lot of people go through these situations, and it's only to teach us that we need to love ourselves more, and we need to stop trying to force something to happen, especially when it's not happening. Because when things aren't happening, there's a reason for it, and the universe has got something better for you. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarians. Because, you know, when you hold on to something tightly, a part of your life that's not working, you know, there's no room. There's no room to heal, because you keep holding tight onto this situation. So you're not giving you're not giving yourself room to heal. And then and what happens? The situation just gets worse and worse. Just try not to control the outcome, Sagittarians. I think you guys are notorious for that kind of thing. Is to you're always trying to control everything, and, you know, make sure that the outcome comes to how you want it to be. But if the universe doesn't agree, then it's not going to happen. And how long do you want to try and force something to happen? Think about it, Sagittarius. All right, the next card we've got is Spiritual Understanding. And it's Archangel Raziel. And Archangel Raziel says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Very important to, you know, to feel those things that you feel, and those, if you get some information, write it down in your journal. Because these are all messages. You know, the universe is always trying to send you messages to help you to get through situations. And spiritual growth is always important. Every single day we should learn something new about spiritual growth, because that's going to help you not to get into these situations that you get into, and also it's going to help you to forgive and let go of things that is not for your highest good, Sagittarius. All right, the next angel card we've got is Azure, and this card says, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. It's amazing how all these cards correlate with each other. As I was saying earlier on with this card, surrender and release. Don't try not to force things to happen, you know. And absolutely, because if we keep trying to force something to happen, it's not going to happen, because it's not for your highest good. And that's why you need to surrender and release, let go and let God. Don't try to force something to happen, because there's going to be something better for you. As I said earlier with the balsamic moon, there's going to be a brighter future for you, but you need to surrender and release and let go of the situation, and basically let go of forcing the outcome. All right, let's get started on the tarot cards. So we have 5 of Wands in the upright, 7 of Swords in the upright, and the Tower in the upright for you, Sagittarians. And basically, you know, the 5 of Wands is conflict. So as you know, this is why all these cards are here. So there's been conflict in the relationship, and you know, it's almost like there's competition in this relationship that you've been in, or you know what you're going through at the moment. It's almost like a competition on who's right and who's wrong. And you know, I think in that sense, you need to ask yourself, why is it that you think that you are right? And also, you know, Sagittarius, at the end of the day, do you want to be right all the time, or do you want to be happy? Another question to ask yourself. Do you want to be right all the time, or do you want to be happy? You know, that is obviously if, yes, you can state your opinion, but it's not a competition of who's right and who's wrong, because you will know in your heart if you're right or if you're wrong. You will know how you feel. But if you are right and it upsets you because the other person doesn't accept that you're right, then you need to ask yourself, what is it? Why, what's making me angry? Because it shouldn't make you angry that they're not accepting, because they also have a right to their own opinion. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarians. Sometimes, when we have differences in a relationship, we can allow for that space of understanding, when there's no compromise. When there's no compromise, then it's a sign from the universe that this relationship is, because normally a relationship should be easy. So if you on the right path with the right person, then there will always be compromise. But if the person's always not compromising, then it's not the right relationship. So and then you need to learn from that lesson. You need to learn that lesson in the relationship of compromise. And then also, as I said earlier on, what about you being right and you being angry because they're not compromising? What is that pressed your button? And then you need to heal that within, because that could come from your childhood, some childhood experiences that has been stored inside your body, and that's affecting your relationships as well. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarius. All right, and then the next card was Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is deceitfulness, lying. So this is definitely what the conflict is about. There was dishonesty, there was lying, and there was possibly even cheating in the relationship, and a lot of denial. So this is your energies, Sagittarius, on this side, and this deck is for your partner, love interest energies. So this denial and this deceiving and lying and cheating could be on your side, or it could be this is what you're going through, this is what you're thinking about your partner. So your partner, cross watchers, this is what Sagittarius would be thinking, and this is what's happened. And Sagittarius, this has caused a tower moment. You've got the tower, so this has caused a tower moment with you. And also when the tower card, when you've got a tower card, it means the relationship was never there was never solid foundation, so it never started properly. So either it was a rushed relationship, things just happened too fast without getting to know each other well enough, there's a lot of arguments about lying and cheating and not being honest not being honest. And these are the things you need to ask yourself as well. What is it in your partner's attitude? What part of that attitude is within me? So you need to ask yourself that, Sagittarius, and then you need to heal that from your emotion, from your body, because we attract people that mirror ourselves, and so therefore we need to work on those things that are not the negative things, and this is why the universe sends us these people. It's to understand that those are the parts of ourselves that we need to heal. So if your partner's cheating, lying, not doing the right thing, what part of you do you is it that you need to heal from? The universe, as I said, sends you people to mirror you, to mirror who you are. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'm just going to do some clarifying cards for those 3 tarot cards. Oops, there you go. What came out? The Emperor. Another 2 cards, please, my angel. Another 2 clarifying cards. There we go. Judgment. Okay. Okay, so we have the Emperor, which is a fire sign, just like you are, Sagittarius. So you could be taking up this energy, I think, or you know, you could be dealing with an older person to yourself. But the Emperor, you know, when the Emperor card comes up, you know, there's a need to stand your ground, and because you need to, you know, there needs to be more structure. So there needs to be more structure in this in your life, basically, or in the relationship. But don't force that structure, because you know sometimes the Emperor can also mean that there's too much forcefulness. You're trying to force things, and this is what's causing the you know, the Tower moment, Sagittarius. Too much forcefulness in the relationship, maybe also a bit of ego. So try and work on that ego, and do the healing work. So then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and you know the Four of Pentacles in reverse is basically, you know, there's a bit of self-protection, which is not a bad thing, but if there's too much self-protection, then it can become a problem, Sagittarius. A bit of materialism and greed. So what is it, you know, just ask yourself, what are you holding on to? Four of Pentacles in reverse. What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to this relationship or the outcome because of material goods or security? Because this is a security. So you're trying to look after yourself, but in the same time you're coming across as, you know, the Emperor, which is too forceful, and you know, it's not the right thing to do, Sagittarius. If you know, if it's materialistic things and or security that you want from the relationship, just ask yourself, what is the desperate need for that? Because you know, love should conquer all, and you know, we shouldn't be fighting about or arguing about these kind of things, unless, you know, of course, it's you know, the person, your partner's stolen money from you, or you know, being deceitful that way. That's a different story, okay? But you definitely need to ask yourself those questions. And if it is, you know, if it is in the relationship that you know, those are the things that you're concerned about, surrender and release that, Sagittarius. It's gonna, I promise you, the universe knows what to do. So release the situation, let go and let God. Let the universe deal with it. You'll be so grateful that you did in the end, because there's such a bright future for you ahead if you do that. And then we have the Judgment in reverse, and you know, this is when the Judgment is in reverse, it's self-doubt. You know, you're refusing to have this healing and self-examine what is wrong with you in this relationship. You know, and you're refusing to see, you're refusing to heal. And well, you can't heal if you don't think that that's the problem. So basically, you're refusing to do it because you are disagreeing that you are the problem in the relationship. But you know, there's two people, and each of you, there have been things, you know, and when there's arguments and there's disagreements and there's no, as I said earlier on, when there's no compromise, then the relationship is not for your highest good, and the things in the relationship, how can I put it? You're not there's no love. So you're in the relationship for the wrong reasons. That's what I'm trying to get at. And you know, especially when there's 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and you know, with the 7 of Swords, you're definitely in the relationship for the wrong reason, and you've got to ask yourself, you know, what is it that I need to heal? Because why am I feeling that I am right and there's nothing that I've done that is wrong? Because yes, absolutely, your partner could have done something, but you are both in this together. You're both having the disagreements, and as I said earlier on, it's almost like it's a competition of who's right and who's wrong. Once again, what do you want? Sagittarius, we know when we will know if we're in the right relationship or not. If there's no compromise from any side, it's not the right relationship. So let it go. Surrender and release. All right, let's get on to your partner's side energies. So we have for him, her, the Death card, which is a Scorpio card. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. The Death card is basically holding on to old patterns, you know, the old ways of doing things, and holding on to resentments from previous relationships. Could even be resentment from childhood issues. So, you know, it seems that you're on your partner's energies, your partner's side, they're also not healing, and they also don't think that there's anything wrong with them, and that's where that competition thing comes in play. You're both trying to, you know, compete against each other. It's not the right thing. So this is definitely a relationship that's not good for either of you. So you need to learn from this, you know, from the relationship. Basically, as I've said now in this whole reading, is, you know, when there's no compromise, then you know you're not on the right path. It's time to move on. It's time to learn. Yes, you need to think about what your part was in this whole situation. What part did you play in this whole situation? And if you can heal that part and forgive, and of course, yes, absolutely, we need to forgive the other party, because that is very important. Even if you just forgive the person, you don't have to forgive the action. But in the same breath, you ask yourself, what brought that action onto you? How do you, because everything we put out there, we you know, comes back to us. So you basically, what you put out there is what comes back to you. So you put this whole situation out there, and it came back to you, because and it's also the universe saying there's things that you still need to heal, and it's not going to heal if you don't allow for it. So go through those emotions, Sagittarius, and things will start working out for you. I mean, it's, you know, even if you just if you leave this relationship and you know you still think you're right, it's going to come back and haunt you in your next relationship, and it's going to be exactly the same thing. It's what's going on now. If you haven't healed it and you've shoved it under the carpet, it's going to come back and bite you, Sagittarius. So just keep that in mind. So they're not feeling, to them, this relationship is basically dead, because they are not going to compromise, Sagittarius. And because the next two cards is 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups in reverse. And basically, you know, when those are in reverse, it's just, you know, there's a lot of insecurity in this relationship, and you know, it's causing problems, and a lot of problems, because not either one of you want to you know, compromise with each other. So it's time to cut your losses, I think, and move on. Otherwise, you've both got to sit and talk to each other and say, the only way we're going to you know, get this relationship right is if we both compromise and we both heal from whatever's aggravating the relationship basically. You know, this energy is just blocked energy, or all these cards are blocked energy. It's just it's a total emotional block to, you know. So I don't feel that you are together. I think there's been a separation here, but there's not going to be any. And even if you do come back together, it's going to be for a small period of time, and exactly the same thing's going to happen, and it's going to be 10 times worse. So take the advice, Sagittarians, and do the healing work. And if your partner's not willing to do the healing work, then you need to move. You need to still do the healing work, and you still need to move on from this relationship. Cut your losses, and there's you know, that bright future will be there for you. But the healing is important, absolutely important. Alright, I can do clarifying cards on these cards, but it's, I mean, the story is right there. It's just not going to work because there's just no compromise. And it seems no compromise on, well, it's on both sides that there's no compromise, Sagittarians. It's sad, but we all go through these relationships, and we've just got to learn from them and heal whatever it is that we need to heal. As I said, with the, you know, when your buttons are pushed, with whatever this argument or fight's about, when your buttons are pushed, you that's when you know that is what's wrong. Okay. 2 more cards, please, my angels. 2 more cards, please. One more card, please. One more card, please. Okay, that's too many cards. One more card, please, my angels. This is quite an intense reading, but it's actually, I just feel that whoever gets this message, I just hope that you can just work it out. Not saying with the partner, but if you can just heal yourself from all these negative issues. Well, there's 2 cards there. You see, so we have the High Priestess in reverse, and definitely this partner had hidden agendas. So this, where this sword 7 of Swords comes in place, also hidden agendas, lies, deceit, and that's, you know, so it's definitely from your partner's side. There could even be some on your side, so you need to work that out. What are you doing to, you know, to be deceitful? But on your partner's side, definitely with the High Priestess in reverse, hidden agendas, and that is what it is, you know. And then 3 of Cups, third party involvement. So there could be a third party, you know, betrayal. You know, they could have betrayed you by being with someone else while they were with you as well. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a young person. So this person could be your partner, could be younger than you. Could have a bit of fire in them, could be a fire sign you're dealing with. But this is a very, you know, with the Page of Wands, they basically, you know, they're free-spirited, but they, you know, they come across also, they're a bit of, they're players. To me, that is a player. It's a young person, and they're still young at heart. But with all these other cards with it, definitely there's been deceit. They had other agendas, third party involvement, and the 4 of Pentacles is basically saying they're hanging on to that they are right, and there's going to be no compromise, because that's what they're holding on to. And they also they don't want to go through that dark night of the soul, because basically when you're healing, you're going through the dark night of the soul. It's really, really important to do this, you know, to go the dark night of the soul and heal from those things. It's just going to make your life so much better, Sagittarius. spiritual understanding. Do some spiritual learning, understanding, and you know, when you go somewhere and you notice a book on spirituality or something, you know, that's going to help you, the angels are putting it there for you to see. Even when you go online and you come across something, the angels are putting those things in front of you so that you can read and learn from them. It can be a video, it can be a movie you watch, you know, that'll just pop up on your screen as an advert, and it catches your interest. That's the universe saying, look at it and learn from it. It's going to help you spiritually. And healing and going through the dark night of the soul also helps you spiritually in a huge way. So important. All right, the angels have chosen the Botswana agate gemstone for you for the month of December. You know, this stone is beneficial for people that smoke and who want to quit smoking. So if you're a smoker and you want to quit smoking, get yourself one of these from the crystal shop and put one in your pocket, and that's going to help you. It also helps find solutions to problems. It helps you to see the bigger picture, which is actually good for this reading, to help you see the bigger picture of what's happening here, Sagittarius. We all go through this, through these things once in a lifetime, or maybe more in a lifetime. If we don't heal and we don't learn from things, then we'll keep going through the same thing. But generally, most people do heal from their mistakes, and you know, we know when we make the mistakes and what we need to heal. You know, this can help you to release repression, and also helps with depression and circulation. Quite amazing little gemstone. I always like to give Louise Hay advice on illnesses. Whatever the healing attributes of the gemstone is, so in this one it was circulation. So the probable cause for circulation is not feeling or expressing your emotions in a positive way. So as I said earlier, you're trying to force the outcome, and you're not expressing it in a positive way. You're expressing it in a forceful way, like the emperor would. And what Louise Hayes says, the affirmation to heal this is, I am free to circulate love and joy in every part of my world. I love life. I am free to circulate love and joy in every part of my world. I love life. Okay, Sagittarians, it was lovely to do your reading. I wish you all lots of love during this festive season, during this festive month of December. Merry Christmas to you all, and lots of love and light to you all. Bye for now.